Hello, YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Game Dev Tycoon, Strategy and Tactics, episode 11. So, in our last episode, we did some playing around, and we're reshuffling ourselves. As you can see, we are in the new office. We have hired 2 new people, and so everything is better, right? No! We broke our unbroken chain of 6 9.0 games to release a 6 and a 5. But that is because we are dabbling in terrible combos on purpose. And I'm going to continue dabbling in terrible combos on purpose. And there's a reason, there's a method behind my madness for this. I promise. I promise. Okay, sorry about that. So here's what we're trying to do here. And this kind of ties into my longer term strategy. We are actually wanting to go through all of our topics and make strategy games out of them, regardless of how good or bad the topic is. Now, you might be saying, well, Pinstar, why the hell are you doing that? Why don't you've got plenty of topics that are legitimately good for strategy, colonization, medieval, transport, airplane. There's tons of plenty good fantasy, sci-fi. There's plenty of good, even the hacking one. Oh, detective isn't as far down as I thought it would be. But anyway, yes, I know, I've got good topics, and we'll get to them, I promise. But here's my thing. You know how when we are doing incremental game improvements, we release a game, it's decently good, but we gotta up our game a little bit. So we do some trainings, we turn on some features. Those are our 2 levers that we get to pull to ratchet up gradually our game quality. Well, since your games are always judged by your last title, if you can get yourself to make terrible combinations and actually do them well, then you give yourself a 3rd lever. Because you can still train your people to ratchet things up. You can still turn on new features to ratchet things up, but now you can slowly move yourself to less sucky topics to make your games out of, and that in a way will gradually ratchet up the quality by slowly removing the penalty. So what our goal here is to actually start at the bottom of the barrel, maximum penalty, push against it so that we can actually make some good games, and then continue forward. So what are we going to do today? Well, I think I just checked our bubble ratio. Our bubble ratio is actually spot on for strategy games. So that makes me happy. That makes me very happy. So what are we going to do? Well, let's pick a genre that's absolutely terrible for that. And let's see, I'm pondering whether or not I should start this next game. And just turn on a whole bunch of features to sort of combat that penalty. Because we got G3 coming up. So let's start a fashion game. Yeah, everyone loves fashion. A fashion strategy game. Young audiences. And you remember before I was saying that the GS was the herald of our success. Well, it is. Because it's really, really good. It's good for strategy games. It's not great for strategy games. So mind you, we're suffering a -40 penalty for the terrible combo plus a -10 penalty for the good but not great thing here. So we're pushing back against a huge penalty here. So we're going to need to overcompensate a bit. But then we have the other 2 levers to pull. So I'm willing to try it. Fashion likes young audiences. The GS loves young audiences. And I can tell you right now, even though it's down here for now, the GS is going to rise. It will rise above the PC, above everything else. The GS will rise. So yes, I'm going to pay that license fee. We're going to make a lot of use out of that license fee. Now, what are we going to call this? Well, I had a thought, because this whole gambit is going to be one big sort of shared world of games. It's going to be basically a whole new IP. Now, I say that for role-playing purposes, not so much for, purposes of actually putting the it's not an in-game thing, IPs, so much. But what we are going to we are going to sort of make these all sort of a themed name. So we're going to call this. So we're going to call it Plush, trademarked, Tea Party. So the concept of this game, a fashion strategy game, is that for young audiences, you play as a child, grade school age child. You make your own character, boy, girl, whatever you want. But you have a series of plush toys. You pick out the ones you start with, and you can acquire new ones afterwards. The whole name of the game is to have a tea party with them, or a series of tea parties. But it goes a bit deeper than that. You need to not only dress up yourself, but also your plush toys, and also decide which species of plush animals you're going to use. With the idea being that you want to use the outfits, the colors, and also the traits of the animals as a synergy. So, like, for example, you wouldn't want to have a Ziggy the Zebra and a Mr. Parrot in the same thing, because zebra and parrot, one's a savanna biome mammal, black and white, the other's colorful and is more of a tropical biome. You don't get any synergy bonuses. Now, if you instead pair Ziggy the Zebra with Lala the Lioness, now you're rocking a Savannah bonus, and if you get her a nice white dress, you're working some color stuff. So it's a game for little kids, but it doesn't dumb things down. And you know what? It'll teach them about animals and color theory along the way, and also fashion. I bet you a little kid does not know what French couture is, but they will after playing this game. It does not insult our young gamers' intelligences, is my goal here. Pinstar Pastel Engine, let us begin. 2D graphics version 4. Now we're going to be turning on features aplenty. Wow, we got that out just in time. We're gonna need to push this hard to make this not suck. But we caught G3 just in time. All right, nothing we can turn on here. I am going to turn the engine down just a smidge, because we don't actually need it that high, but we need it high enough to fit all the engine goodies in it. Look at that hype. People are excited for this odd little game that we just announced. Let us not disappoint them. All right, AI companions, we are turning that beast on, and we are turning that up. I mean, AI companions, that's the whole point of it. Your plush toys, which, by the way, are animated and alive. It's implied in the game that they're all the kid's imagination. They were, but they interact with the kid, but not the parents of the house. But yeah, AI companions, absolutely. So yeah, that's all that. Because we're turning all these features on because, one, we didn't get a chance to train anybody, and two, that's us pushing against this penalty. Ooh, all right. Well, you know what? We're far enough along here. Let's get a soundtrack? No, can't fit a soundtrack. Rich backstory, though. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, we are fitting in a rich backstory. Mono sound, and yeah, I don't think we can fit all of this in enough, because then, yeah, that's going to start eating into 2D graphics. Yeah, all right, so let's not turn on the soundtrack just because we can't fit it. So yeah, let's, we're good otherwise. But yeah, let's get, we want to do some marketing here, because I don't know if this is going to be a 9 or whatnot. And if it's under a 9, by the way, one other thing about hype, anything over 500 is a waste. Anything up to that, yikes! All right, so that's what we did for doing that. So we lost $1 million. All right, let's release it. Let's see how we did. New combo, good management. Let's see if we were able to push forward a little bit more with all those new features. Now I'm going to wait for these guys to be ready for vacation before I send everyone, because I want everyone to synchronize their vacations. Ooh, that. We need to keep pushing. We did a bit better. Yeah, fashion and strategy is a terrible combination. You're right. You are absolutely right. It is a terrible combination. So yeah, round of trainings will be the name of the game here. There's your vacation. So here, you guys go on vacation. You go on vacation. You go on vacation. You go on vacation. You work on some game reports here. So we did a little bit better. Normalized again, that's good. Yeah, 5.75 for all those features too. I mean, those penalties do hit hard. I will give them that. All right, you guys need some trainings here. You guys need some serious trainings. Now, designs. We do need a design specialist, so we do want to get her up. I'm going to stick to the code jams, just because I know that's going to work well for us. You are, you know what? You're going to get a Pixel Cup as well. Actually, why don't you do a, yeah, you do a Pixel Cup, because you need to sort of, actually, no, you need time trials. You need your speed up, dude. What are you aiming for? You're Johnny Rome. No, Alan Lowe's the one that's aiming for this. You need to be more tech. So code gem for you. Oops. And then Alan Lowe. Yeah, you're gonna be level design. So 360 design and 540. So yeah, you're gonna get a Pixel Cup. And let's train Pinstar. We could do world design. But no, I kind of want to focus on getting our stuff up. Why don't I work on my speed a little bit too? Hopefully with this, with all this training, we can see how much all this training will do in terms of improving our game rankings here. Because yeah, we're going to stick to the next terrible combo until we get this right. All right, let's give it another try. So we're going to do dance strategy. Again, young audiences. For the GS, and Pinstar Pastel is going to be PLUSH, trademarked. DJ party. So this game, again, same premise. You met your character is a kid. You have a bunch of plush toys, but now you are down in your playroom and you are their DJ. It is up to you to select the sounds and songs and whatnot, as well as pick out the dances for them as you try to make the best. You're strategically choosing the music selection and the dance selections and matching them, also choosing the guests and the plush toys to use. Now this one, instead of focusing on their outfits and their species, it focuses more on the cultures of the companies of the countries from which the animals hail. So for example, Ziggy the zebra would have more of a tribal dance to it, and so this sort of teaches kids about the music and dances of the world while seeing their plush toys in action and seeing if they can kind of remix them together to make the best DJ party that makes everyone happy. So that is how we do dance and strategy for young audiences. 2D graphics version 4. Let's hit it. Okay, we can't really turn anything else on yet. We are coming to the end of the life cycle. I just want to see, before we bite the bullet and go for a new engine, I just want to see how far training alone, or rather game jam training alone, will crank up our numbers and percentages to sort of fight against the terrible combo penalty. So yeah, we're just going to keep everything the same here because I'm happy with the ratio here. Wow, the last couple of games have been kind of terrible. The new game, yes. Don't ask me to make it to hype it. Don't ask me to. Okay, phew. Dance strategy is definitely about world design. All about world design. Yep, world design. All right, stage 2, we're good. We can't turn anything else on. We do want to actually start marketing this thing. We don't have G3 to market for us, but we're still doing okay. And yeah, I mean, it would be a crying shame not to add the soundtrack. You know what? I might take world design down just a smidge. Like, you don't want to underdo world design, otherwise that's going to... Actually, you know what? We got to keep that up there. I'm just going to turn on soundtrack. We're not going to get full benefit out of it, but there's no penalty. You're just not getting the full benefit from it. But it would be a crying shame not to do soundtrack for this game, for dance strategy. Alright, marketing, magazines, and demos. Let's see if our training can kind of overcome here. Yeah, everyone's coming out with the next gen stuff, but we're happy with our GS actually. All right, 140. Let's hit it with one more magazine. Get a couple more points there. 200 to 144. That's a 1 to 4, 4.1 ratio right there. At least I think it is. I should do the math. But 144 to 200. Okay, I just did the math. It's 1.388, which is close enough. Your goal, when it comes to the ratio, the goal is to be within 25% of it. If you're within 25% of it, you get a 10% bonus to your game quality, all else being equal. If you are within 50% of it, it's no bonus, no penalty. If you're further than 50% away from the ratio, you get a minus 10% penalty. Tacked on. So we definitely want to continuously and sort of gear our team and our training to keep that 1.4 ratio, or at least be nice and close to it. All right, I'm feeling a little bit better about this. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of new toys to turn on here. So before let's work on while we wait. Let's do we could do a round of research for everybody or more training. Actually, how many game reports do we have built up? Just Plush Tea Party, okay. Yeah, we'll do more small booth. All right, you know what? We're just gonna dive right back into the next game, but I wanna see the reviews because I need to know what to expect here. DJ Dance Party. All right, we may need to step off the gas here a little bit. See, 6s and 7s, it's improving. All that training helped us out, but I think we need to go up a notch here. I think we need to go up a notch. As far as quality goes, as far as the quality of the topic combos. So rather than train our staff, we're going to use our new lever here. We're going to do medium game. We don't want to go straight to great combos. We kind of want to just do okay combos for strategy. Okay, we're back. So as far as what are we gonna choose, we don't want to keep wallowing in terrible combos. We need simply a bad combo. So that's going to give us a 10% boost. What's a bad combo? Extreme sports strategy is a bad combo. Young audiences, extreme sports hates being E for everyone, as we painfully learned earlier in our playthrough. We're going to make we're going to keep doing the GS here. The other thing with the GS, and the reason why we're sort of focusing on it right now, is that the GS can't handle large games. That's the other reason why we're kind of sticking with medium games, is it physically can't handle it. But we're kind of building ourselves up and getting ourselves sort of ready for all of this. For that. So, again, Pinstar Pastel, yes, I know we are kind of overdue to do it, but I want to hit G3 this time. The other thing we could consider doing is, instead of doing a bad combo, we don't have any genres that are simply okay, but we do have a few that are good, but not great. But that might be too big of a leap. I would rather take the gradual step up. So, extreme sports strategy. Lush. The Plush Olympics. Teaching kids about sports, specifically the history and the nature of all the Olympic Games. The game is obviously your kid playing with their plush toys, but they're hosting the Olympic Games. All the different Olympic events that the plushes take in are made to be as realistic as possible to the real life counterpart. You know, the hammer throw, the long jump, the different dashes, the sprints and what have you, the hurdles, the pole vault, all of the different sports. All the rules and whatnot are pretty much the same, but just done with the different animals. And you got to pick out your team of Olympians to compete against other kids' groups of plushed animals that may be good at different things. So there we go, the Plush Olympics. Let's do it. Version 4. All right, again, keeping everything the same because our bubble ratio is nice. We should be getting that. We should be getting that pretty soon here. The G3. There it is. Keep supporting us. We're just finding our bearings, guys. We're finding our bearings. And yeah, we're gonna hit it with a small campaign ourselves just to keep that hype flowing. People get really excited for these plush games. I could, yeah, turn down basic sound, save us a little bit of things here. All right, let's do it. Oh no, plush DJ. Are you kidding me? Don't hit me with the bugs event. That's gonna throw off my calculations. All right, well, we're gonna finish this. Spend money and time to patch it. Don't wait too long. All right, we're gonna finish this game, and then I'll have Pinstar do the patches. Develop patch. Everyone else can work on the bugs. Oh, phew! Although I wouldn't have actually minded that, because we could have probably rode that safely. Alright, patch complete. So we were able to finish that off. 292 hype, not bad. Hey, we cracked the record for that. So we're starting to get a bit higher now, which is good. Which is good. Alright. Wow, level. Why are we in the news? Oh, yeah. Alright, so that, yeah, you lose a lot of fans if you ignore their pleas for a patch. I'm glad it popped up in the latter half. Let's get everybody out for some, get some training under their belt, because we're gonna need it. I'm gonna do a game jam for everybody here. All right, let's see how we did. 7. All right, we're climbing back up there. 8. Yeah, see, each 10% notch is kind of, all right, maybe not as good as I thought it would be. But we're getting there. We may need to go to better topics here. This may be a failed experiment, and yet that is what this is. This is an experiment. So maybe we need to, just start going for the good games instead of the greats. But we will make this IP work for us. We absolutely will be making this IP work for us. All right, folks. So if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya!